Hello there. What is going on, everyone? Today we are going to be looking at clones from the Siege of Coruscant scenario pack. This is the second scenario pack coming out from Atomic Mass Games for X-Wing, and this one is largely Clone Wars based, focused on Episode 3's opening act of that Siege of Coruscant, that big battle we see take place over the planet of Coruscant. It is going to have the standardized loadouts. It is going to have the invisible hand and a special scenario for that. And it's going to be largely similar in format to how the Battle of Yavin pack that we recently saw ended up being. Now, with all that being said, we've already seen some of the previews for this already. And, AMG has been putting out their Star Wars transmissions. And in this particular video, we're going to be taking a look at a recent article from them focusing on the clones. If you guys haven't already, make sure you're subscribed and leave a comment letting me know one of your favorite ships from the Clone Wars, because anybody who subscribes and leaves a comment on this or one of my videos entered to win that lightsaber giveaway we have going on. That's running through the end of the year. The winner is going to get a lightsaber in the form of a $200 Amazon gift card. And also, we are doing 12 Days of Life Day this December. So 12 times during December, we're going to be giving away some cool stuff. And it's going to be kind of mystery surprise giveaways to folks who are subscribers and who have left a comment. So that's how it takes for you to enter to win that. Also want to thank today's sponsor, Luxury Playstyle. Amazing full metal tokens for X-Wing, as well as tokens that are compatible with other games like Star Wars Legion, Magic the Gathering, so on and so forth. Check them out. Go over to luxuryplaystyle.com. Check out these amazing full metal tokens. They are shiny, they are gorgeous, they are beautiful, they're double-sided. You're going to love these tokens, and if you use code Crabbok VIP, you're going to save 15% off of your order. Amazing. Get them in time for the holidays. Tell your friends this is what you want. Tell your tournament stores that these make great prize support. Check them out. LuxuryPlaystyle.com. All right, so first up for the Siege of Coruscant for the clones, we're going to take a look at Oddball. Now, before we look at Oddball, I want to talk about the Born for This ability. This is one of the abilities that they're putting on every one of these clones, and so it's when another friendly ship at range 0 to 2 defends, if you are not strained, it may spend your focus token and evade your focus and evade tokens as if that ship has them. If it does, you gain a strain token. So basically, it's kind of like Star Wars Legion's clone abilities, how they can spend each other's tokens, kind of similar to how the droids can already spend calculate tokens off of other networks' calculations ships. The clones now kind of have Born for This. Now, you may recognize this particular ability as referenced from our last preview. Shakti has a special ability to coordinate people who have Born for This. We already talked about Shakti a little bit, but if you remember Born for This, they're all going to have this. So that's pretty cool. All right, so Oddball is typical Arc 170 with the forward and backward shootings. It's a strong ship, right? They're 6 hull, 4 shields. They got a lot of shields there, right? It's just really groovy stuff. He's got you've got the barrel roll, you've got the focus, you got the target lock. The barrel roll's red. You've got Born for This. Oddball has a slightly changed ability. After you fully execute a red maneuver or perform a red action, you may choose a friendly ship at range 0 to 3 and an enemy ship at range 0 to 1. The chosen friendly ship gains a lock on the enemy ship. So he's giving somebody else a lock on an enemy ship. So being a little bit supportive right there. He also has Selfless. While another friendly ship at range 0 to 1 defends before the neutralize results step, if you are in the attack arc, you may suffer a crit to cancel a crit. So, the Selfless was not available to the Republic before, so this is new for a Republic, or especially for a clone, to be able to do this. But also on a ship that has 4 shields, that's a really good card, for a 4-shieldy ship, because that's potentially 4 crits that he can cancel. So I'm kind of digging that. You're also going to see a lot of this. You can see veteran tail gunners on a lot of these Arc 170s. It's a it's always been a good card. It's still going to be a good card with this guy. You know, and it's nice because he's being kind of supportive with both have his new pilot ability, also with Selfless, really good support, but he's also Initiative 5 and has Veteran Tail Gunner. So it's a good mix of a support ship that also packs a punch. R4P Astromech, before you execute a basic maneuver, you can spend a charge. If you do, while you execute that maneuver, reduce its difficulty. And of course, that's 2 charge, not recurring. So that is Oddball. We already talked about Shakti being able to coordinate. Born for this. This is gonna, her ability is going to work on all of these guys, and since they are going to be able to borrow each other's tokens, having extra green tokens on clones is going to be a good thing. And by the way, it's not just ARC 170s like Wolf. It's going to be, we're going to be looking at lots of different clones in here in different ships. But while we're still on ARC 170s, let's take a look at Wolf. While you perform a primary attack, you may spend a charge to roll to re-roll an attack die. When you perform a primary rear attack, you may recover a charge to roll additional attack die. Now, this is Wolf we have already known, but great ability to be able to really make that rear attack count. Of course, you are going to get the Veteran Tail Gunner with Wolf as well. But you're going to have Wolf Pack on board here. While you perform an attack, you can spend a lock belonging to a friendly Plo Koon or a ship with the Born for this ability that is on the defender to reroll any number of attack dice. So again, a lot of token synergy. This very much is just starting to feel like Legion's clones before the clone ability nerf. Like when Legion clones could just, you know, use all each other's tokens like crazy. Although, granted, if you got a strain, you can't do it. So if somebody, like, if you're like, hey, I let you borrow one of my tokens. Oh, well, you're not going to use all of them? Okay, well, now I have a strain, and somebody else can't do that. You also have the Q7, which Astromech, which lets you barrel roll or boost and move through and overlap obstacles, which is, you know, you don't have boosts on this guy, but I mean, I guess, I don't know, a red barrel roll on one obstacle, I don't know, maybe, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that's like maybe the most impressive part of him. I look, Wolfpack is good. Like this is, he's just gonna be more offensive, right? I like him though. I like him. We've also got Jag. Is at Initiative 3 with the after a friendly ship at range 0 to 2 in your side arcs performs an attack if you're not strained. Again, you won't want to be strained, but you can easily get strained if somebody borrows your tokens. But if you're not strained, you may acquire a lock on the defender. We've also got the Veteran Tail Gunner there. We've got R4P. You can reduce the difficulty of those basic maneuvers. You've got the synchronized console on Jag here. This one is pretty cool. After you perform an attack, you may choose a friendly ship at range 1 or a friendly ship with the synchronized console upgrade at range 1 to 3, and spend a lock you have on the defender for that ship to be able to get a lock. So again, it kind of works with this ability, so you can get the free lock, and then you can let somebody else get it. So you can kind of be supporty, or you can be more attack oriented, which is it's kind of good. You know, you got some options with Jag here. But the ARC 170s are all kind of a little more on the offensive side. I feel like even your support ship is on the offensive side. We have some lovely V-wings here. We're starting off with Contrail at Initiative 5, and this is just a good an art piece to have on the larger card too. So it's just this is making really good use of the larger standard loadouts. If you guys haven't seen my Siege of Yavin unboxing yet, these cards are much bigger than the normal cards. These are kind of the size of the original Star Wars Armada ship cards. They're pretty big, like almost tarot card sized. So pretty cool. Although that does mean if you sleeve them, you're going to have a new sleeving solution. Or if you put them in pages too, you're going to have to get like the tarot card pages or photo pages or something like that. Contrail says, while you defend or perform an attack, if the bearing of your revealed maneuver is the same as an enemy ship's, you may change one of the enemy ship's eyeball results to a blank result. He's also going to have the Born for this ability, like they all do. Ion Limiter Override is going to be on this one. You're also going to have the Precise Astromech, which that's I don't even know if I've seen that Astromech before. Is that a new Astromech, or am I just having a mental lapse here? It might be a new. They do new stuff, or sometimes they rename stuff also. So that's interesting. But it's going to let you get a free red target lock action, but you can already kind of boost into that, you know. So I mean, if you want to focus target lock, that's the idea, right? He's got ion bombs, and he's got the alpha 3B Besh. So you know, a little more offensive oriented here, but you know, kind of trying to make those hits get through. We also have Click. While a ship that you have locked at range 1 to 3 defends or performs an attack, you may spend 1 charge to prevent range bonuses from being applied. I like this one. I like this one because he can also kind of help your fleet. Like, this is a good. He just feels very support-like as well. And he's got the R3 astromech. You can maintaining 2 locks, which is also good. So I like. It was nice to do that, especially with his ability. He's got the precise ion engines. Before you do a speed 1 to 3 Koyagran maneuver, K-turn as we call it. I wonder how many people actually say Koyagran nowadays. You may spend a charge to execute that maneuver as a Segnor's loop instead. And then he's got the Alpha 3E Esk. While you perform a primary attack before rolling attack dice, you may spend 2 charge. If you do, your critical results inflict ion tokens instead of damage. I have not actually ever flown the V-Wing because it's probably one of my least favorite ships in the game. Never actually flown one. So maybe that'll change when these come out. Maybe that will change. These guys have certainly seen a lot of flying, though. The V-19 Starfighter, we've got Kickback here, and he's with that Initiative 5. He's also got Born for this. After you perform a barrel roll action, you may perform a red target lock action. If you do, before you perform the red target lock action, you may gain a strain token to treat it as white. Of course, if you gain that strain token, you are going to not be able to share your tokens. So Kickback has some choices to make, because part of this new kind of deal that we have going on with these guys is that they're kind of all borrowing tokens, and these guys have evades, and so there's plenty of times you might want to evade, but then if you're doing all this other stuff, you might gain a strain, you might not be able to actually share tokens. So if he's the attacker, it's maybe not such a big deal, but if he's like meant to be like a cheaper source of evades for the rest of your team, then you're going to have to think long and hard about when you want to use this ability. I think you just kind of save it until he's ready to attack. He's got the Diamond Boron missiles. This one, after it hits, you can spend your charge. If you do, each ship at range 0 to 1 of the defender with agility equal to or less than a defender's rolls 1 attack die and suffers damage for each matching result. So, you know, that's a good splash damage shot, and you get a couple of those. Although you can do just the 1 shot, or a lot of times you're going to do like a shot and then a splash damage, and then maybe have a charge left for 1 more shot without the splash damage. And then you have the munitions fail safe, which is kind of cool, because like if it doesn't go off, you're just like, all right, you just like, just kidding, right? So that one's fun. Yeah, so again, you got some choices on these guys. Do you want them to just be evades, or do you want them to actually be doing their shooting? Similar with, you know, we have barrage rockets on Axe. You know, great to just kind of do some evades early on and then wait until you are ready to attack. Axe at Initiative 3. After you perform an attack, you may choose another friendly ship with the Born for this ability at range 0 to 2 in your side arcs, and they gain a lock on the defender. And so what I like about this one is that it's doing the same thing without triggering the Born for this condition. And you're just, you know, it just fits into that whole clone token sharing ability. He's going to have Deadeye Shot. While you perform a primary attack, if the defender's in your bullseye arc, you may spend a damage symbol to change 1 crit result to a damage result. If you do, the defender exposes 1 of its damage cards. So obviously going to be good on some of the bigger ships, and then of course you have the barrage rockets that give you some, you know, nice 3 damage attack, and you can re-roll dice or just fire it multiple times. So that's nice. It's a good range 3 shot option because it only requires the focus. But again, you might be using these guys for evade machines. You know, you might be kind of have them standing by, kind of just out of range, but to help, you know, pass evade tokens to your bigger ships that want to, like, especially if you want like Luke, or not Luke, but Anakin and Obi-Wan unless you're just breaking the rules of mixing factions and you put Luke in there too. All right, so that's a look at some of our clones coming in the Siege of Coruscant. I will be doing an unboxing when this does come out. It is up on pre-order, so hopefully, well, you guys will see that sooner rather than later. There'll be some more previews that we're going to be looking at soon, so make sure you are sticking around for that. I will talk to you guys later. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Big thanks to my patrons. You guys are amazing and help make this channel possible, so thank you. If you're interested in supporting the channel and becoming a Patreon patron, there are links down in the description below. I want to thank you so much. May the Force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. So say we all. You can't take the sky from me. Always wash your socks. Have a great day.